my name is Wahyu Setiawan.
My name is Karina Agustin.
And I'm Kusnul Khotimah.
We are from SMK 1 Pancasila Ambulu.
In this video, we are going to discuss one of the traditional events that was passed down by our ancestors as a community offerings to the sea where they seek sustenance.
And the event is
Petik
Petik
Laut.
Laut. This Petik Laut is held every year. I often come to see the Petik Laut events is so sparkling. Many fishermen decorate their boats.
I also came. I took a lot of photos here. Do you want to see?
Yes, I want. That's it. Yes, I want to see. Wow, that is amazing, beautiful, guys. You see? I want to see. Oh, that is ocean. That is beautiful, alright?
Certainly, Petik Laut is a traditional event held by community and preserved because it considered to provide safety to fishermen when looking for fish, and the fishermen hold salvation by giving offerings in order to get protection.
So, do you guys know the origin of Petik Laut?
I don't know which one is the correct one because I heard several versions of it.
I know this. The origin of Petik Laut is widely trusted by the public. So there is said to be someone whose name was Buyu Jirin. Do you know who she is?
I've heard of her, but sorry, I do forget.
Okay, guys. So Buyu Jirin is a woman from Mataram, the third descendant of Nuraman Jupri. The history of Petik Laut cannot be separated from Buyu Jirin's story. Buyu Jirin was did a circumcision in order to get visit and did sedekah pancer. The people in Puger believe that this Buyu Jirin is a Linwi person.
Linui? Does it mean that it's a very high supernatural ability? Huh?
Yes, that's right. The pancer offering are done as a form of gratitude that is done by people in Puger because the gift from Goodwill has given this natural resource. The pancer offerings becomes an annual every month and before the month of Shura or Muharram. And this pancer offerings later became the basis for the Petik Laut event, which was held by the government every year and became a tradition that is preserved by the community.
Oh yes, in this Petik Laut tradition, there is a symbol of the Maduris tribe. It was because the Maduris who developed this tradition. They display various types of ornament such as sakra uniforms, which were specially prepared for traditional ceremonies and only worn once for sacredness, as well as black clothes and carrying sickles as a symbol of the greatness of the brave Maduris.
Since Petik Laut is a big tradition, there should be a lot of offerings used in the ritual. They provide various offerings, namely goat head, white chicken, gagar mayang, telon flower, staman flower, honey incense, vegetable ointment, seafood, peteteng free range chicken, gedengan rice, nakmet pendem, coconut ivory, and cok bakal.
Don't forget the bikun, smalkun, plantains, fruits, and jenang sengkala.
Never forget food, yeah.
Yes, eating is the most important one.
That's right. In the offerings, there are some food that my friends mentioned. Every tradition has many important values that few people know, so that we as teenagers, what parents are proud of, should be able to develop this Petik Laut tradition.
Yes, this Petik Laut is only held once a year. Every 50 Shuromon of Muharram in the Japanese calendar and has been since 1984.
It has been a long time since this tradition has been out, so we cannot just leave it.
This petit laut has a process in which each process has many meanings. The petit laut ritual begins with the making of offerings by the fishermen of Madura's Jetsenbo have lived in the for 400 of years. And with the help of the community, they prepared complete petit laut equipment.
In the morning, hundreds of fishermen gather at the hender's house wearing typical Madurese clothes while carrying sickle weapons, beginning with the Idarbumi procession, which is Gitik parade containing offerings around the village before heading to the beach. Behind him, modern and traditional music groups follow. The Gandrung dancers dance in front of the Gitik before the Idarbumi procession is carried out, so with the many residents in the back.
Arriving at the fish auction, the offerings were greeted by 6 Gandrung dancer, and after the prayer, the offerings are transported to a large boat to be floated into the middle of the sea. Before departing, the regional head is required to put a gold fishing rod and the tongue of the goose head, which symbolizes the fisherman's request to be given abundant fish. Towards noon, the convoy of boats moved out to sea. From a distant row of large boats moving fast, due to the density of moving boats, several small collisions were inevitable.
The Petit Laut ritual is over as the biggest and grandest ritual in Indonesia, judging by the number of fishermen and boats involved.
So that's how the petit laut process, friends, is even more lively than what we told you. The decoration of fishermen is also look more colorful and varied.
In fact, I really feel enthusiastic about taking photos of each one by one, because what they present is very close to sacred culture.
Yes, that's right.
Okay everyone, that's all about our discussion related Petit Laut.
Okay,
Thank you for watching and see you.
Bye.
Bye